The AA Daily Reflections for July 22nd. My Creator, I am now willing that you should have all of me, good and bad. That is from Alcoholics Anonymous, page 76. The joy of life is in the giving. Being freed of my shortcomings, that I may more freely be of service, allows humility to grow in me. My shortcomings can be humbly placed in God's loving care and be removed. The essence of step 7 is humility. And what better way to seek humility than by giving all of myself, good and bad, to God, so that He may remove the bad and return to me the good. This one for me is like, it makes me feel, I don't know, guilty, because I don't feel like I give of myself very much, especially in the program. I mean, I guess one could argue that I do because I'm doing this. I just don't, like, I don't see who I'm having impact on, if I'm having any impact at all. I guess like 20 people watch these, so maybe that's service. Seventh step has always been a weird one for me, because I mean, when we do a fourth, fifth step and everything, it's pretty obvious to see what our shortcomings are. And then when we just live, I'll put it to you this way. When I do a 10th step, there's almost always something that I could have done better. And so that reinforces humility in me. In essence, the essence of step 7 is humility. And what better way to seek humility than by giving all of myself to God, good and bad? Yeah, I guess that is good, because every morning, fundamentally, you're admitting that there is parts of us that are bad. The joy of life is in the giving. I guess I do have a story about this. After I read this, I was thinking in my brain, I'm like, do I have a story about this? So in my YouTube, I have a Patreon community. And that's basically where people pay me to be friends. I'm just kidding. They support the channel. And early on, I decided to do a patron Zoom. So Sunday nights, we get together and we hang out and we just talk. Most of the time it's about audio, but most of my audience is a little bit older, so we talk about what surgery we have next. Anyway, we also do a Christmas party each year, like a white elephant Christmas party. Some people call it Dirty Santa. Everybody brings a gift, and then when it's somebody's turn, and we do random drawing, when it's somebody's turn, they say, I want Randy's gift. And I say, well, here's my gift, blah. And the next person that goes, well, they can steal any of the presents that went before them. And it's a blast. And we limit it to about 40 people each year, because otherwise we'd run out of time. And it wasn't the first year, it was the second year that after the Christmas party was over, I got emotional and just started crying, because it dawned on me that hundreds of people have become friends because I turned on a camera. And that was really humbling to see that I have a responsibility, because I don't always feel like talking. Trust me, sometimes, I mean, hundreds of comments come in every day. Hundreds. I don't read them all. I don't reply to them all, for sure, because generally speaking, they're not very nice. Well, some of them aren't nice. I'll put it to you this way. Most of them are nice, but if there's 3 mean ones, those are the only ones that I can think about. And I've tried to change that. Anyway, the magnitude of my responsibility, I'll put it to you this way. Chicago. Every year there's this huge audio show in Chicago, and I get stopped. I can't take 3 steps in the hallway during the show without someone stopping and saying hello. This really bothered me. It annoyed me, and I'd have to go hang out. There would be rooms or people I knew that were exhibiting their stuff, and I would go there and hide in the bathroom. And there was a perspective shift for me, and that was, this is probably the only time that they're going to get to meet me. This is a one-way relationship where I don't know them, but they feel like they know me. And if somebody stops me, it's because they want to meet me and they want to talk to me. And it immediately shifted my outlook from they are bothering me, they are taking my time, I have work to do, to I want to make this person feel special. And you get good at it when you practice it. Thank you so much for watching. Where are you from? Is there anything special you're looking for? Maybe ask them about their favorite album or something. And when I do that, and I just look them in the eye and say, it was a pleasure meeting you. I've got to get going. I've got a bunch of other stuff to do. Something like that. They're always so thankful. And when I had that perspective shift, I realized just how selfish and self-centered I was to ever be bothered. Because the only reason that I get to do what I do is because of them. Not even people like them, but because of them. I owe them. And I wasn't being grateful for them. I wasn't being humble. And I don't know. It's this weird thing where we never graduate. We never get it. I mean, more is revealed. We may get a little bit more. We may get better at it. But there's something... I guess there's something really encouraging about knowing that there's good and bad in us. Because if there's good and bad in us, and if that is truth, and we seek to reduce the bad, then we know that there is a solution. We know that if we want to do that, it's laid out right in front of us. Okay, I like that now. So we're always flawed, but yet there's a way out. And if we want to take the way out, there's action involved with it. Very nice. Anyway, if you're trying to get sober, go to a meeting. If you are sober, go to a meeting and talk to a sponsor. Thank you so much for watching.